What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Dolphins Daily, your daily dose of Dolphins content with your boy Chris Kane. Let's talk about the Dolphins. We're going to start with the injury report before the game. Chop Robinson has been fully cleared with the concussion. We were trending towards this all week. We were talking about he was already practicing. He already went through the first round of clearances. He's got through all of them. So now Chop Robinson is officially going to play. You can book it. Hopefully, this is the beginning of his ascension. Marcus Mariota, as much as he runs, also stands in the pocket a lot. So there should be chances to get sacks in this game, especially the Dolphins end up winning late and they're forced to pass, which I may anticipate prediction coming later. Hint, hint, hint. But happy Chop's coming back. Aaron Brewer is probable to play. This has been the trend. He's been on the injury report all week. He'll practice limitedly and then play in the game. And then during the games, he's usually awesome. He's been great all year. He's the best offensive lineman we have, so we expect him to play as well. Rasul Douglas is questionable to play, so that may be more of a game time decision. I'm in a camp. If he's not ready to go, chill him. I don't think they have enough receivers that really scare me. And if Rasul comes back too early and then gets hurt again, I don't want to see it. I would rather, if he's not like full participant in practice all week, which he wasn't, if he's not that, don't play him. Because in this particular game, I don't think we need him. I think if it's Jack Jones and Ethan and Juju, we're going to be good to go. Again, no Scary Terry. Zach Ertz is up. I think he's 109 now. Like, they don't have receivers that really, really scare me like that. And Mariota, to me, as a quarterback, doesn't threaten the entire field like that. So Rasul should not play. I'm guessing Austin Jackson's not playing. There was no update today. He's just beginning to get back into his rehab, so don't expect him to be there. Maybe he can be like an emergency offensive lineman, but I don't expect for him to even dress out for the game. So, positive news on the injury front. We'll take it from there. Y'all know how I feel about Tyreek. I talk about it all the time. Tyreek is an amazing player. He's charismatic in his own way, but just completely just destructive, and he's going to get in his own way at some point. I have this theory about guys when they get hurt in sports. I don't see this as much in women's sports, so I'm not doing them. But when I see guys in sports, when they get injured, there's a want to still be discussed and talked about a lot of times. Some people get hurt and you don't hear about them. They just recover in peace. But when you're a star and you get hurt, sometimes you got to keep yourself relevant. And I think this is kind of one of those times. Tyreek on this X page decided to post that he was currently unemployed. And as you can imagine, it put the fan base in kind of a, are you not still part of the roster? He's a part of the roster. He's under contract. He's still getting paid. He's not unemployed. He's just not playing. Not the same thing. Not the same thing. Are you foreshadowing that you may be? Tyreek will not be unemployed next year. This is why the Tyreek thing bothers me, because this is what Tyreek does. He just does stuff that's unnecessary. Tyreek will not be unemployed, has not been unemployed for the better part of a decade. He will not be unemployed next year. Even if he's not with the Dolphins, he will not be unemployed. He will be picked up by somebody. Somebody will take a chance on him. He is not unemployed. He's simply not playing. I don't know why he put it in his profile. I'm guessing for this exact reaction right now. He just wanted to hear people like me be like, well, what is Tyreek Hill talking about? Absolutely nothing. Tyreek is sitting at home in a cast just doing stuff. He just tweeting, just hitting buttons. This doesn't mean anything. Tyreek, I'm not going to guarantee. I predict next couple days, Tyreek changes it back to what it was before. Miami Dolphins receiver, blah, 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 blah. And it's just a way to get people to talk about him. He is not unemployed. He has not been cut. He's still getting paid. This is a nothing burger. Now, could he be off of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason? Yeah, certainly. That's the case. But that's not what this is. Today, Tyreek Hill has a job. And he's just too hurt to do it. So I saw this and I was like, man, I haven't had a negative Tyreek story in a minute. And then sure enough, Tyreek was like, yo, I got one in my pocket. Ha! Just threw it right at us. It's fun. It's Tyreek being himself. To me, this is almost akin to him racing ISO speed, which didn't actually happen because speed backed out of it. But it's like, what are we doing? It's just a way of Tyreek being himself. He's just doing stuff, and he's going to get some uproar. Don't think that after the game if the Dolphins win, they want to ask Coach Daniel, hey, Tyreek put unemployed. And he'll be like, I'll talk to Tyreek. Tyreek's cool. And then Tyreek come out and be like, y'all know I'm just being me. Hey, it's me, Tyreek. Like, he's just going to do all that stuff. This is a nothing burger. He is employed. And we'll see what the future holds. But that is a offseason problem. As of now, he is still part of the team. So to give my updates, not updates, prediction on the Miami Commanders game. I went through a lot of the experts and just saw what they predicted. Again, they have been trashing Miami all year. Y'all know from the preseason, they said Miami had the third worst roster, picked to finish last in the division behind the Jets, who are awful. But in this particular game, I didn't see a single expert pick the Commanders. It has been universal. Miami should win this game. And it's not just because they think Miami is hot for being Buffalo. This isn't like a carryover from the Buffalo game. It's Washington, especially on defense, cannot stop the run or the pass, specifically passes across the middle, which is what Miami does best. It's in breaking routes, Tua reading it quickly, get the ball out, boom, guys on the go. Devon Achane, yes, we do stretch runs a lot, but a lot of it is toss cracks where you toss it, crack it back, and he runs the other way. There's a lot of runs that go to where they can't defend and passes. And again, their starting quarterback is hurt. They're on their second and third string running backs. They don't have their number one receiver in the game. There's any number of reasons to think Miami is a better team. Also, Miami is the healthiest they've been. Coming off the biggest win of the season so far, it just all kind of lines up. I am in the same boat as everybody else. I think Miami is the better team. That doesn't mean it won't be close kind of early because Miami can play down to opponents, and especially if like that first drive or two doesn't go well. But I think Miami is a much better team. I think they would dictate the pace. I'm expecting a really big Devon Achane game and hopefully a big Jalen Waddle game. I am going to predict the Dolphins win. I'm going to say 27-17. And that 17 won't be indicative of how close the game actually is. I think Miami is going to be up like 27-10. And then Washington might get like a garbage last second touchdown. Shout out to the fantasy owners out there. I don't think in the second half this game will be close. I think once Miami gets the lead, they're going to start really getting after Mariota. The pass rush is going to get hellacious. I think their receivers aren't great in press coverage and really aren't great at just one-on-ones in general. And once we can really dictate the pace on offense, then on defense, we can actually impose your will. I've been waiting for a game where the D-line can really dominate on the pass rush side. We got after Josh Allen a lot last week, but not to the tune of a ton of sacks. Like Josh Allen, he runs around, he gets rid of the ball. Mariota's not Josh Allen. If we put comparable pressure on Mariota, you can expect 4, 5, 6 sacks, especially as the game wanes on. I think this is a get-right game for Miami. I'm more predicting like how the Atlanta game went. That's probably the best way I can break it down, where Atlanta had Kirk Cousins, who, again, should not be a starting quarterback in the league anymore. He is barely a backup at this point, and it was indicative of what the offense looked like. It was Kirk just back there, 5-yard, dump off pass, hold the ball, sack. Where Penix can stretch the field, Kirk cannot. Obviously, Jaden Daniels can run like the wind. Don't worry about that, even though Mariota can run. And he's just more accurate with the ball. I think Miami should really take advantage of this matchup. I expect them to really keen in. I think the defense is going to be awesome in this game. Anthony Weaver has been coaching those boys up. Jordan Brooks has been playing out of his mind. He's putting up a Pro Bowl type campaign. Love to see it. I expect the defense to really, really be hellacious. I want 3 turnovers. I said I want. I'm not predicting. I want that many turnovers because we don't get a ton of turnovers. Like there's something we'll play good defense and go get 3 and outs. I want turnovers. So I'm predicting, this is not, good source football talking points. I'm just like, I want 3 turnovers, 5 sacks. That's what I want. And of course, the victory. Let's just let's get that out of the way. 3 turnovers, 5 sacks. That's what I want. I want Devon Achane to have over 120 yards rushing. I want Jalen Waddle to have over 100 yards receiving. Yeah. And I want Chop to get a sack. I want Chop to get on the action. I think Chop needs like that little, come on, man, you're doing your job, young buck. He needs one of those. So I want Chop to get one. Obviously Chubb. And then the rest we can kind of spread out. It might be sacks on blitzes, and we'll figure out all that stuff down the line. But 27-17 Miami. I think they're going to win going away. And, we can keep hope alive about the rest of the season. I mean, let's be honest. Crazier things have happened. Let's just see what happens. But as always, y'all, that would do it for this episode of Dolphins Daily. Thank y'all for the likes and the subscribes. We'll see you next time on Dolphins Daily. Peace.